Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris with Billet Box Info, and I figured I'd just go live for a few minutes and go over some things tonight. Um, we had Billet Box Vapor's first drop this evening, or this morning, uh, about 14 hours ago. A little drama around it, some issues with refreshing inventory from Billet Box Vapor, but yeah. I'm not gonna, oh, and let me, I've got to do one thing before we get started. I'm going to go on to Facebook and let them know that we're live. Because somebody said, or some people said that they would like to see that. So let's see here. Copy that. Oops, there we are. There's me. All right, here we go. It's posted on Facebook. All right, so anyway, yeah, I want to go over a few things. And yeah, today's drop. Today's drop, I had I wasn't planning on getting myself anything. There was there was a contest for, if you're familiar with RJ Mods. Actually, let me get over here so I can see comments if any come in. RJ Mods, they had a accident where his his shop burned down, and there was a contest, or not a contest, a fundraiser that was a contest for raising money to help him rebuild and take care of medical bills and so forth. And I donated a brand new billet box, and I did not know if that billet box, when Billet Box Vapor was going to have their next drop when I committed to it, and I didn't have a brand new one in the box already there. I was planning on getting one on the next drop and sending it off to the winner. Well, the winner was really cool about it, and she wants a 2022 instead of a 2021, so she was willing to wait till the first 2022 drop. It happened. I got with her once we found the colors out and said, "What do you want me to go for?" And she was interested in what they call the Star Spangled, which is this one here. Let's see if you can see that. It's gunmetal gray with white speckles, so you can see next to my head there. And yeah, so I went into the drop today with the sole intentions of getting this. Well, earlier in the day, like 30 minutes before the drop, I was on the website checking stuff out, looking to see if I could see pictures, anything I could post on the website or whatever. And there were boxes. There wasn't the Star Spangled or the new gunship metal or gunship gray, uh, gunmetal gray solid box wasn't on the site, but they had some up there, and then all of a sudden they all disappeared. So I know for sure that Billet Box Vapor's messing with the inventory. Well, I refreshed a few times and Betty White box popped up. I kind of knew they were going to do the Betty White box, but I didn't know when. And popped up, so I bought it. I mean, here's what it looks like. Thank you for being a friend. And that says 100 uh, AB, which is, kind of a play on AD, or, BC or AD. Anyway, 100 after Betty. So thank you for being a friend. Got a little, yeah. So anyway, I assume there's 20 to 25 of these, maybe 22 because the year's 22. I don't know. But they did 20 Barbara Walters boxes when they did the 2022 or 2020 box 2 years ago. So I would guess around that. So anyway, I scored one of those. Well, here's where it gets interesting. um, I mean, I wouldn't plan on. Yeah, I mean, it showed up. I grabbed it. I wasn't planning on getting myself anything. Well, a little bit later, Billet Box Vapor contacted me and asked me if I knew a guy named Adam. Now, I'm not going to say his last name in case he doesn't want to be known, but Adam had some problems. He showed up on the site and had a chance to get the Betty box, and his card deck got declined because their new age verify software. And he's a friend of mine, and she knew he was a friend of mine. Billet Box Vapor knows that that guy's a friend of mine because I've actually purchased boxes for, I purchased them to give to, sell to him at RRP before. And, well, anyway, I was feeling generous, so I contacted Adam and said, hey, look, you tried to get it, you missed. I don't really need it. It's yours. So the Betty White box is coming here. I'll check it out here on video whenever, whatever day, Tuesday or Wednesday next week, and then I'll send it off to him. I mean, I'd love to have another super special thing, but I got other stuff coming. So, and then I also was able to secure myself for the contest winner of the RJ Mods contest, the Star Spangled, which is this one again. So, anyway, so we got that one. Both of these showing up next week. Also, there was a problem with their website this morning, and if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. I don't even know. I'm sure I'm live. I mean, I see people watching. Um, there was a problem. Hey, what's up, Dane? On the website, they had this happen about 4 or 5 months ago, where 30 minutes to the minute from the time of the drop, the stock that they had in stock at 9:30 Central Time, 8:30 Mountain, would automatically replenish. And so 30 minutes after the drop, more boxes showed up. Well, Billet Box Vapor doesn't have the boxes to sell you, so they've got to cancel your order, piss you off because you thought you scored, and refund your money. Well, I mean, I just wanted to make a mention that if you don't purchase a billet box at the time of the drop, and then you see one later in the day, you're probably going to get refunded. So it's a bug, and hopefully they'll have it fixed before next week. So anyway, what else I wanted to talk about? It's just, I'm not going to sit on here long unless anybody has questions or whatever. I'm just hanging out and just rewicked the Cloud RBA. It's almost empty again already. About to get some dry hits, but I was going to talk about some of the things I've got on the way to do videos on soon. Obviously, those two billets, the Betty box and the Star Spangled. Any difference with the mod itself? Between the special edition Betty and the regular billet boxes, if that's your question, then no. Internally, they're just the same, just different engravings and rarity. Betty White mod. I don't know if you heard it, Doug, but I got it, but I'm not getting to keep. I mean, I could keep it if I want. I could, go back on my word, but I I don't want to give anything away because yes, it's functionally shiesty. They are the same thing. They don't. There's no difference between them. They're just what they look at. Oh man, Dane, have a good night. Take care. Um, but yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, I have something special coming from Billet Box that I can't discuss yet, and it's gonna make the Betty White box look like something that I don't want anymore. So I don't mind sharing. But anyway, so yeah, we'll have those two coming. Don't know when it's coming, but the BMM 38 special, which is very similar to the Borat, but it's a 21-700, and it's a little different. Got a window on both sides and the front, I think. But anyway, we'll take a look at that. Uh, RBAs, I've got two or three of them showing up. Still haven't got the 520 tanks from Cthulhu. We got the Rubik RBA that should be here. I'm not 100% sure how well that's going to go because this is the Rubik is going to be pretty driven towards mouth to lung, which I don't do mouth to lung, but I think I'm going to go ahead and build it and give it a try. I think the Rubik's biggest airflow pin is 2 millimeters, so I mean that's pretty damn tight. We also got the Hammer RBA coming from oh gosh, what's their name? Psychomod. We've also got some panels by SSPP for the Pulse and the Cthulhu AIO. Um, and both sets of panels that I ordered are very, very similar to the panels on here. Almost for the Pulse, I got the same exact panels. You know, they're called curvies. It's got a little ridges on it. You'll see. And I got some wine colored panels for this one, which I changed the button in the tip out on that one to match. And last but not least, I have been approached and I am fixing to, I'm having a harpy commissioned for me. If you follow on Facebook, you'll see that there was a contest on my behalf where a winner got a Billet Box Info um, harpy, and it was a mech, but this is what it looks like. It's pink with my logo and everything on it. Well, they have offered to make me one, but I don't want pink. I mean, as much as pink looks like it's my favorite color, it's not. So I'm getting this is a mech version. I'm getting a regulated version with the same graphics, but instead of pink, it'll be white and then black for the graphics. So I don't know how long that'll be, but that's on the radar. So anyway, what are y'all up to tonight? I should probably do some kind of schedule if I'm going to do these kind of things with any frequency, but I mean, I was just going through emails and Facebook and figured I'd pop on for a few minutes and go over the drama today. I mean, it's not really drama, but right place, right time. Got the Betty box. I got the Star Spangled for the winner of the contest that I committed to. So I mean, basically, I'm gonna get the box. We're gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna send it to Canada to the winner. So Cthulhu or Pulse. I need another mod. Being a mechanic. If you're a mechanic, I'm sorry, Tony B. Um, I don't know. This the Cthulhu I think would probably be a more durable. I mean, I've had no problems with the Pulse, but I wonder if that falls out of your hand and hits the shop floor, how it's going to hold up. With an aluminum body of the Cthulhu and the size, I think it would be a better shop device. I mean, they both take a Boro. They're both, I mean, 18650 versus 21700. You're going to get more life out of that one, but who's going to, if you're working in a shop, you've got a battery charger in the office somewhere probably, and, carry a couple extra batteries with you. So, Shice, no, I have not tried the Keo, I think is how you pronounce it. I purchased one, then I got sick and went into the hospital. And when I was in the hospital is when it showed up. And when I got out, I didn't feel like doing any videos or anything. And I kind of needed to raise some money for my medical expenses, which, they helped me out. The community, Facebook community helped me out. It kept me from selling much more of my stuff. But um, I went ahead and put it up for sale and sold it, unused for what I paid for it. And I just hadn't got around to getting back to it. Um, Not a big fan of AIO. I mean, some of them are really good. I mean, the orbit's stellar. But it's just I prefer a Boro with a bridge. But so no, I have not tried it. I have no thoughts. I haven't heard. I've heard um, mixed feelings about the Keo. So I know Mark likes it, but you know. So what's up, Paul? Paul? I'm probably gonna make this pretty quick. But yeah, I'm just continually rotating. I mean, like, okay, here's the Ovis RAM or the RAM mod Ovis in this billet box. Then I've got the dope in this billet box. Now I'm just showing off, right? What do I have in here? I've got the Atom in the Delro. have the Cloud RBA in the Cthulhu. What do we have in this one? I think I've got a bridged in here. Nope. The AMBB in here. I'm showing off. We've got a bridged V1.2 in this one, in the Limelight tank. I've got another bridged V2.0 in the Pulse. And if you missed it a few minutes ago, I've got some panels coming for the Cthulhu and the Pulse from SSPP. I've got the Alien Skunkworks. I don't know why I said Alienware. Skunkworks B01 in the box. I don't know. I haven't hit this in a few days, so. And in the Borat, I've got the T-Bridge from Toro Mod. And, well, that's all I've got put together. I have this. I hadn't hit that thing in probably 6 months, so. Nice. I found that in a parking lot, and I bought a new pod for it, and it works really good. The coils have great flavor, so. But anyway, thanks. I appreciate it, Doug. Y'all have any questions before we bail out of here? I'll just go over basically what I said at the very beginning. I've got 2 billets coming. I wasn't planning on getting myself anything on the drop. I was going to get the Star Spangled for a contest winner that I owed a box to, and the Betty showed up, so I bought it. But I felt bad for a friend of mine that missed on the Betty, so I'm selling it to him at RRP. I don't flip billets. I might flip other products, but I don't flip billets. So I've got those 2 boxes coming here. We'll look at them next week on camera, and then I have to send them to other people. And I've got something else special coming from Billet Box, but I don't know when that will be. What's up, Lee Colson? The new BB Black with gray splat look great. Yeah, that one's called, the one with the splat is called Star Spangled, and the other one, I think they called it Pew Pew something. Pew Pew FU, which FU is not, fuck you. FU is Fisheye Ultim, the Ultim button. And I went over some of the products that I have on the way. Obviously, things are kind of winding down. I don't think I'll ever have a run of videos like I did the last 3 weeks. But yeah, the thing, chilling with the boys, you know it. Oh, you're on a video call, Lee? How you watching me if you're on a video call? That's the question I have for you. Oh, what's in this one? Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. I just rewicked the dope also tonight. One thing I mean, it's the coal I'm using and the juice I'm using, but I'm having to rewick every 3 or 4 days. I mean, the flavor's decent in the 3rd or 4th day, but fresh cotton's so much better. So, anyway, any other questions before we go? I think I've covered everything I wanted to. We've been online for almost 20 minutes. Jeff might have a tablet in my phone. Oh, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just pop off of here, but I just wanted to come on and kind of tell y'all what was coming and a little bit about that drop today. And if you are watching this and you're not familiar with Billet Box's drops, they happen at 8:30 Mountain Time, which is 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, every Saturday morning. They haven't had one for 3 or 4 weeks because of COVID and holidays. So now they're back. They got the new engraving. Oh, here, let's show you that. The new engraving. Let's make this bigger. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. I hope they change that. Right now it's Billet Box and it says R4C right there, which is Rev 4 Cerakote. I'd rather than put the USA like they did with the Betty Box because, well, it looks better. Yeah, see, on the Betty Box, we got USA right there, so I hope that they go with that. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the drops, they happen like I said at 8:30 Mountain Time. And hey, what's up, Scott? And if you have any problems, you should go to my website, billetbox.info, and on the front page there's a button I put on there that says how to score a billet box or something like that. And I wrote an article that has a video and step by step on how to quickly get through the sale. When you hit add to cart and go. So yeah, yeah, USA looks a lot better, I think. Finally got my hands on one, and the screen is shot. Ooh, and other than that, it works. Replacement screens you can either get from you can get them from Evolve. Some shops carry them. If you're in the USA and you don't have to pay stupid shipping, you can contact Billet Box Vapor on their website. There's a phone number to the shop, and they can add you into on the website to where you can get to a special section where you can buy replacement parts, and they have screens in there. And I've got a video on how to change that out here on the channel. So USA twice on the box may look strange. Well, hold on. Where's twice? Oh yeah, USA down here at the bottom with a year. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, see on the Betty it doesn't have that. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even notice that. Oh, y'all are all showing up as we're getting ready to go. What's up, Antonio? I don't think I'll put myself through the stress trying to grab. It's not. I don't know. I do it on the desktop. I don't do it on the phone. Some people say they can do it better on the phone than they can do it on the desktop, but I rarely miss. I mean, when I want to buy one, most of the time I get it. But if you go through the steps that I show on the thing, there's a new step now because you got to age verify with authorized net. But it didn't seem to hold me up, any extraordinary time this morning. It was pretty quick. So, but yeah, call them up, DeAndre, and tell them you need a screen, and you can change it yourself, and they'll make. I think it's like $12 for a screen. And worst case scenario, I have one spare. I'd rather keep a hold of it, but if they can't do that for you, I'd be willing to let it go. But I'd rather keep a hold of it because never know when one of mine are going to go out. So what's up? Any more questions? Any more questions? I got lucky and got mine first time ever trying, just an SLR. Oh, congrats, Doug. That's awesome. I got one on my very first time because I had a friend that um, I knew from the Monarchy group. He used to be an admin or a moderator. Well, actually, the guy that used to do the billing for Monarchy, and he taught me how to hit the drop, and that's why I decided that it would be cool to share that info with everybody. So but lately though, the last 4 or 5 drops, there's been boxes for 2 or 3 minutes. Sometimes I think about a month ago, there were boxes up there for like 10 minutes, but they weren't the most desirable colors, the whites or the mantis. I mean, fox was up there, the red was up there for like 5 minutes today, so you could have grabbed one. Moon dust one day, yeah, yeah. Try next weekend in a Blanco. Well, you're not gonna get a Blanco because they're not gonna sell the Blanca again. The Blanco or Blanca. This is a Blanca. Um, the Lab Rat, they're still selling, but the Blanca they don't do anymore. So, um, but I don't know what they got coming next week. But I try to on Friday nights. I try to put a list of what they got coming up if they announce it early enough on the Facebook page. So if you're following me there too, you'll see that. Make sure to put your notifications on or something. So I try to keep people in the know so they know what to look for. Yeah, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you knew, Rolando. So, but yeah, we should have some fun next week with the new billets. Kind of wish I could keep them, but I don't know why, but I'm getting to the point where I mean, I was looking at I haven't bought a billet that I've kept in probably 5 months. When did I buy the R&B? Yeah, it's been 5 months at least. I mean, I love the billet box, but really, I don't. I'm not in a financial situation to buy one every week for myself and keep them. I looked up and got a 2021 Dover secondhand with two sets of doors, accessories, brass screws, and brass screws to easily get the battery out and buttons for 100. Damn, that's a really good price. Wow, it was from somebody local or somebody online. That's really cheap. I mean, like I'd be nervous cheap. The box is great. Um, it's just when you got billets, you don't really need to use it. But for like a work carry, it's a great device. But I've been using this one and this one for my work carry mostly lately. So the box, okay, online. Wow, that's impressive. No troubles with it. It's not beat up or anything, Shiesty. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. What's up, Boris? How you doing? Welcome. Well, I got bad news for you, Boris. She showed up right about the time I'm about to bail out. I've been saying that for almost 7 minutes, but hey, as long as people keep asking questions, I'll stick around a little bit longer, but I do need to get going soon. I have a 2019 RPG, and I think the, that's the color name, but it's on me all the time. Yeah, yeah. This one is what they call the almost RPG, and they ended up only having like 8 of these because the Cerakote finish on this one was really soft, and I mean I can look at this a certain way and scratch it. I mean without even touching it. It's got little scratches all over it, a little beat up, but there ain't many of them. Because they only sold it like 1 week in early January last year. 8 a.m. Good lord. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Fowler Brown? Where you at, Boris? Germany? I'm gonna guess Germany. That might just be an assumption guess, but it's a guess nonetheless, right? Israel. Okay, okay. Well, it's midnight here, 12:15 a.m. and I I didn't yeah, I know what you meant, Boris. I got home from work at midnight last night and I got onto a chat with some guys, some modders and friends in the vape industry. And hey, what's up, Daniel? Um, we um we go pretty long anyway, but I usually bail out at 2 o'clock or whatever because I gotta get up and do the drop at 9:30. So last night, I Billet Box Vapor didn't put their announcement of the colors up at all, and I was trying to wait up. I was trying to wait up, and then finally I was like, maybe they're not going to do it tonight. But then I got carried away, and we stayed on the video chat till 6 a.m. Well, 3 hours later, the drop's happening, right? So it's like, you know what? I'll just stay up and then go to bed after the drop. I didn't go to sleep till 11:30 this morning, and I slept from 11:30 to 4, so I'm really tired now. So the scares. Okay, so the Cerakote in general doesn't scratch real easy. Um, this, I mean, they stopped doing certain finishes, including, well, they stopped doing the Blanca finish because it starts to yellow over time. If you look closely, I'll bring you in here. Let's go down. If you look closely, these are both dumpster fire Blancas, which were sold in January of 2020. Let me take the panels off. Probably should move these out of the way a little bit. If you look closely at the finishes, you could tell this one I didn't use as much. This one I used a lot. This one's beat up, scratched up. I've dropped this one like 3 times. See right there, real scratched up. But you can see a difference in the color. That this particular white that they used on this starts to yellow over time. I have another one which you can't see because it's in a sealed box over there, but it's still pure white. So just from use, it starts to get yellowed a little bit. You can tell really good on the side there. That's the same box. Just, yeah. So, which is not a big deal. I mean, it doesn't bother me any. Of course, I'm not reselling these. What'd you get, Boris? First billet box yesterday, which was actually earlier today for me, but yeah. But to answer your question, if you take care of them and don't drop them, they're not going to scratch. As far as durability compared to the anodized versions prior to 2020 or 2021, um, they probably hold up better. If you drop an anodized or a Cerakote version, it's still going to scratch. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dober's pretty color. As long as you don't drop it, it should be fine, man. But no, this particular one here, actually, let's go back down again. This Almost RPG, the one I told you they only made one time. This one, the finish has got like a metallic finish in it, and the Cerakote, I don't know if it's the way they applied it or what, they decided to stop making it, and the smoke show. And there was one called the TMBB that also had this little sparkle in it. They stopped making it because it scratches so easy. And I got little small scratches all over this thing, right there, just from normal use. I've never dropped this. Well, actually, I have dropped this one once. It fell off my bike when I was taking a picture on this. I had it on the seat and it fell off before I could get to it. But this is a really pretty color. I wish they could get that down again, but they said that the finish is really soft. So, but I'll never let this one go. It may not be perfect, but it's mine. Yeah, there's another. That's the scratch that happened when it fell off my bike. So, and it didn't go down the metal. It's just a little mar. So, yeah, the chameleon as well, Scott. Which Scott are you? Are you the Scott I think you are? But, with this thing here and the pulse, you don't have to worry about it. You drop it, tear it up. I mean, I don't know, I don't want to sound like, $100 is chump change, but compared to $300, it is. So, okay, what's up, Scott? Hey, what's up, Marcus? Yeah, I got the Betty box, but I won't be keeping it. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I wasn't planning on getting it, but it showed up, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna buy this then because I didn't even know when it was coming. Um, I was only going to buy this one today. Oops, let me make that smaller again. I was only going to buy this one today because I owe it to a contest winner in the RJ Mods contest, and so I got that for her. And when I had the opportunity to get the Betty, I mean, I couldn't pass on that, right? Oops, where you at, Betty? So, but yeah, the story, the reason I'm not keeping the Betty is because a friend of mine, he was also on the site at the right time, but his credit card got declined twice, so he missed. And as much as I like to have something cool that other people don't have, I can let a friend get it. So you got one, Scott. Did you get any sleep at all? Buy from Facebook groups. Boris, the best thing I can tell you about Facebook groups, if you can buy local, buy local. If you can find somebody in a Facebook group that's within an hour or so of you or whatever, in your own country, you can do a face-to-face meeting. And if it ain't what it's supposed to be, you're not. That's your safest way to do it. But I don't like buying. I mean, I buy from people I know already. For the most part, I rarely buy from anybody that I don't know. But vouches, get lots of pictures. When I sell a device, I send a video of, I mean, I'll take and take my camera phone and take a nice video and show all angles and operation and everything just to prove 100% that it's the condition I said it was in and that it works. So let me catch up on this chat real quick. But get vouchers. Don't get vouchers that, some Joe Blow that's not even in a group, the same group. That could be just his friend down the road helping him scam. Tips. I'm guessing the metal flake is, yeah, that may be. There's a theory. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know this, but I have conversations occasionally with the the modder, DD, and his wife who runs the company. So they said it was soft, but I've seen people say that they just didn't apply it properly. I don't know what to believe. I don't see why they would lie to me, but they are new to doing Cerakote. They're doing their Cerakote in-house, and prior to that they'd never done it. So what's your opinion on the new engraving on the front? We went over it a few minutes ago, Marcus, but I um I don't like the R4C. I wish they would put USA. Just let's drop it from down here, from the where the USA 2022. Let's drop it from there and put it there like it is on this Betty box. The Betty box has USA right there, and I like that better than the R4C. So I've made the suggestion to DD. Well, he hadn't read it yet, but we'll see. So, but that's my opinion. I mean, nothing else is really. Oh, and by the way, yeah, if y'all missed it at the beginning of it, I am getting. This was a contest prize that somebody won, and they got my permission to put my logo and everything on it. That's a mech harpy. I don't do mechs, so the company is making me one just like that, but it's going to be a regulated version, and it's going to be white with the black writing instead of pink with the black writing. So, what's up, Elite? But that's my opinion on the engraving. But they're dropping vapor because they're trying to get away from the whole stigma of vapor for mostly shipping purposes. If you're in Europe and they send you a box and customs opens it up, sees the word vapor on it, well, they know that's a vaporizer. Vape's almost dead in Israel. Why do they have they overregulated it? So Elite Force, what's up? Yeah, well rested. That's good, man. Yeah, I know what that high of hitting something that you were real excited about. Kind of you can't go to sleep right away. It's hard. Man, that's a don't put me on that island, Marcus. I don't wanna only be able to vape one RBA for the rest of my vaping life. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. But with what's currently out there right now, um, probably the dope. Probably the dope. Either the dope, even though the bridged isn't. I mean, it's still up there. The bridged has always been my favorite, and this one has a super special, you know, place in my heart for obvious reasons. The engravings of my logo. You got to go with what I mean. Probably the dope. That's my answer. I'll stick to it. 100 ml of juice is $400. Good Lord of mercy, man. I spent. I just bought like 1,400 milliliter for like 120. Man, I hope they don't do that crap here in America. Just got the Pulse AIO. Any idea who's going to make custom panels? Ha ha ha. See, that's where if you were here earlier, Elite Force, you would have seen. Taxes. Okay, I got you, Boris. Coming up in the next week or two, um, I've got quite a few things coming in. Those two billets, a 38 special. Well, the 38 special, I don't expect it in the next couple of weeks because, well, I expected it. I don't know when to expect it. So, but it's coming eventually. Um, SSPP and BT Customs are both sending me. Well, I purchased the SSPP panels for both the um, Cthulhu and the Pulse, and I'll show them off. I got these panels here. I got the same style of panel for both of them, and BT Custom is the guy that makes he makes metal panels, he makes resin panels, acrylic panels. He made these panels for my Delro. He's going to be sending me some stuff too. Um, there's like Obey Robot. I don't know where they're at. I don't know anything about them. There's quite a few people making panels for it. There is a group. Who asked me that? Uh, Elite Force. There's a Facebook group that is for the Pulse AIO. Let me see what it's called. Let me search here. Pulse. The Facebook group is called Pulse AIO Squad. Join that group, and there's been quite a few panel makers post up in there that they've got stuff coming. So where's somebody asked me about juice? No, I don't do. That's why you DIY. Okay, I don't do DIY. What's your go-to juice? Um, I don't have one anymore. For like 5 years, I vaped the same juice every day, day in, day out, and now I can't even stand it. But it was like a watermelon menthol and grape called Thug Juice, which a friend of mine made a version called Electronics, which is a play on my business name. Um, and but I just got bored with it. But some of my favorites nowadays are jam. I don't like much Jam Monster stuff, but this mixed berry, I have a affinity for it. Y'all seen it on my videos. I like this stuff a lot. I'm not really a big fan of this ice cream. I tried it this last time. I like mangoes. This is a really good mango, Coastal Clouds mango berries. Um, I don't pimp juice. Oh, and this is from the old school. This is some stuff that I used to like 6 or 7 years ago. It's called God Nectar by Bad Drip, and it's got like papaya, mango, some other stuff in it, but it's really good. Actually, I have that in this box right here right now. Stacks, that's another one, Fowler. There you go. Yeah, I can't answer the question on stuff that's going to be available over in Europe, but I know in America you've got SSPP and BT Customs for sure. I think Linear Customs, Daniel Linus, I think he's going to be doing some. Have you thought about designing your own vape products? I don't consider myself a reviewer, Marcus. I'm a I'm an advocate for Billet Box. The whole channel arrived, Billet Box Info, my website. When I started in the Billet Box rabbit hole, there wasn't a lot of information easily found for a new person because going into the Bora world is kind of daunting. It's not like, grabbing a mod and throwing an Addy on top. You know what I mean? So I built out that website and, well, got to the point to where I decided to start doing some videos, and well, people liked them, so I'm doing them. But I don't consider myself a reviewer. I'm a fan. I don't know much more than any of y'all. You know what I mean? I may have an inside scoop with some billet box stuff as far as with the company and whatnot. But yeah, doors. That's kind of a crazy. There was a discussion recently about that price of doors, Elite Force. Um, Depends on who you're going to go with. The doors, I spent $210 shipped for a set of doors for this and a set of doors for this. So, I mean, when you're going with certain people that, hand make well, not hand make them, they don't sit there and whittle it out of a piece of plastic in a pocket knife, but, um, not mass produced, if you will. You're going to pay a little premium, and I believe that Matt Bennett's going to be pretty close to the same for his panels, but I'll let y'all know. I mean, it's $100 mod. You're putting $100 set of panels on, but I mean, these panels are only $60 for the billet box. I think these were 80. So, I don't know. That's a whole nother subject. What's the best way to wick the mission orbit? I have wicked it multiple times and can't get good flavor. I get bubbles, but not enough flavor. Um, I I don't really. Let me see. Let me see something here. Maybe I can show you my build. Well, it's dirty as hell, so I can't really show you. It's pretty nasty, but this is how I've got. You're not even gonna be able to see that. It's so nasty. But basically, you just take your cotton and put it through there, and then like cut off a little excess, like do a 45 on the top, and then shove your the ends down there in that channel on both sides. Yeah, that's nasty. Sorry to show you all that. And that's it. Just don't you don't want to pack it too tight, because if you do, you're gonna have like an airlock, and you're gonna get dry hits. So, but I put a video out there. I don't know if it's the best video to watch. You can watch like Vaping Bogan, mine, Grim Green. We've all got one, and it's pretty simple. You just got to make sure you don't choke it out. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm sorry about that price. That price is going to be a little high, but you know, got in billets late last year, and your website was a major factor. Maybe. Oh, awesome, man. I appreciate it, Doug. Like contact down to earth on us. Appreciate it. There's a video in their group. Yeah, actually, there is a guide section. Hey, what's up, Jim? There's a guide section on missions Facebook group, and there is a building wicking tutorial in there. But back to your question, Marcus, I have not thought about it. I've had a couple companies, not like like Bandy Vape or anything like that, but like um, small time modders asked if I wanted to collaborate on like panels or something like that. I just I'm not in this to make any money. That's why I don't put any monetization on these videos. I don't have ads on my website. I mean, I wouldn't mind making a little bit here and there. I mean, everybody loves money, and if I could get a little bit to supplement, what I pay for some of the stuff I buy, that'd be fine. But that's really not what I'm doing this for. I built the website to help people, and um, yeah, I'm never looking to be, like a household name like a Grim Green. That dude's been doing this. I mean, I've been vaping as long as he's been doing this, but he's been doing this. Well, actually, no, he was vaping. He was doing videos before I even started, because I think he had his like 3 or 4 year. I was on his live stream watching it, not on it, but watching his live stream when he hit like 3 or 4 years, him and Ruby Roo at the same time or something like that. But yeah, best BB site out there. What do you mean by BB? Oh, my site's the only BB site, so it is going to be the best by default. So, is that what you're saying, Boris? Thick through the coil and thin it out slightly, cut it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it, Boris. But I don't really have a bar. I mean, it is the bar. And that's the reason I built the website, because I build websites, and when I get into something, I usually do something with make a website, and there just wasn't before he had a neck. You know what? I think, Doug, I think it was around the time that I started watching him is when he got that neck tattoo. He was getting a tattoo like every day, it seemed like. But anyway, the website, I built it because there was an absence of a central location for all sorts of information about the billet box. So that's why I put it together. But I appreciate it, Boris. So, but anyway, in summary, um, I've got 2 billets on the way. I'm not keeping either one of them. One's for a contest winner and one's for a friend. But we'll look at both of them on camera. I've got a couple other mods. I've got a white version of this coming, not in the immediate future, but soon. I've got, like I said, the billets. I've got that one and this one coming, and got the Rubik RBA, the Hammer RBA. We got SSP panels for the Cthulhu and the Pulse, and that's all I got on the docket right now. So I started watching Group Greenway. Was given this. That was a little later, wasn't it, Marcus? That was like 15, 16. No, no, his first billet was a Rev 4, so it had to be after 16 because it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was a green Rev 4B. What is say what EVGW you using and how long does your battery hold? Oh, average is that average wattage? Basically, most of my billets are going to be somewhere between 30 and 35 watts, and I chain vape. I mean, like literally chain vape. I probably breathe more vape than air, and I go through probably 6 batteries a day because I mean, literally, I'm vaping a lot more than most people. Oh, you'd faint if you want a BB, yeah. Yeah, this the BB that I'm giving away, the Star Spangled, or that I gave away. It's not, I don't have a new contest. I donated it to a contest raising money for a modder named RJ Mod who does some really cool engraved panels for billets. Well, originally he started with the billet. Well, he started with a squonker, his own squonker. Then he started doing billet panels, and he did Delro panels. Now he's doing panels for everything. So much juice you? I go through probably 35 to 60 mil a day. Nah, maybe probably about 40 mil a day, Marcus. I got to where I got to where I was vaping that much because I used to do a website for a local juice company, a friend of mine, and he'd give me as much juice as I wanted. I'd get a 500 mil of electronics every like once to twice a month, and never really had to worry about it. So, but anyway, guys, any more last questions before I go? Because I got to get going. Also, got to blow my nose. I don't think I ended up getting COVID from my family, but I felt like pretty bad like a few days ago. I ended up keeping this thing in here, checking my temperature like 3 or 4 times a day. You need a 21. Yeah. I mean, I still go through these pretty. I go through if I went the first few days I had this, I took this to work and used it almost exclusively, and I was going through 2 batteries a day. Yeah, I got to go to sleep, Scott. So, anyway, guys, Chris, billetbox.info, and I appreciate y'all popping in, and this will be here for rewatching later, and we'll see y'all when some of this new stuff comes in. Take it easy, everybody.